Calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose to. Dripping in ice, you looking at you knows when. Are you pretty like no?
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, yeah, like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Middle. Kill. Turn up. Wide, 622.
On 1st and 10, Love. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Easy, alert. To your right.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To your right.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone, gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Looking to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Lott. Looking middle, and It's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete here on third down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Hunt on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Allen Hurns, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 19. And on the ground they go with the running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now they try the right side here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So out now come the Cardinals. Luck on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Luck now to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down is Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun. Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Watch it now, Barney! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now Hunt on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Strong right.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
6-3. 11. Reggie.
Throwing is Locke. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
We're rolling. Color.
The final shot before the break. Locke. And he's going to go down again. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield.
Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw, Love. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season.
Rolling. Hey, easy, gun. Check 12. 59.
Third and long, it's locked. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, easy, gun.
They're going to go. It's locked. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Gone right. 63. Monday, 53.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Busts through the tackle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, easy. 1, 6, 3, 2, hold on. Second. Green, 80. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he's got it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Pushes him over. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Long. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
11. Hurry. 11
Now a first down throw. Lock. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Wide, 622. Back out, 370. To your right. Let it roll.
2nd and 10, Luck again. He finds Hearns left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
4 down, 4 down. Bring up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now a handoff, Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Cardinals on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 75 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now Hunt on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Luck on first down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
A good pickup there, a 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interception?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he got his man complete. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 46 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Hunt on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They go to Johnson again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Luck. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. One last throw here for Luck. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense.